And I actually want to start off with this gentleman over here on my left, Adam, because you were telling me earlier, and I was like, stop it right there. This is going to be on the podcast.
Yes.
So you are now looking for new representation. Like, tell me about your experience. You don't have to give names or anything right now, but like, tell me about how the whole experience is going. You know, maybe some people who are looking for representation can kind of look at this and like give a little bit of an insight of what the kind of process is like.
Absolutely. So I am so happy that I'm finally able to have the opportunity to be able to get signed now with an agent that I still haven't chosen who I'm going to get represented by yet. I'm still in the works of, having meetings going on as far as that goes. But I'm going to be meeting this week with an agency that I really respect and I really love what they stand for and what they're doing in the industry right now.
Yeah.
And as we've talked about in the last podcast, I've had a really tough experience with the agent that I was with before. And I think for a while it was really discouraging for me, and I feel like a lot of actors go through this feeling where they kind of feel like they're stuck and they're put in this really difficult spot where they feel like their career is at this standstill.
Right.
And I just kind of had this realization this week where now I have the opportunity to put that to an end and to really keep moving forward. And I'm really excited for this week to have that meeting because it's going to be one of those moments where I get to make that decision that's going to determine how my career is going to go from this point forward. And of course, as we know, coaching is a really big part of my career, and I never want that to, ever be something that ends.
Right.
But performing is something that I've always loved to do. I've always loved performing ever since I was old enough to talk, even before that. So this is really big. And I think that it's something that's a really special moment for a lot of actors when they're able to meet with an agent and see who is it that's perfect to represent them and really, help them build their career.
And why is that important to you? Like getting the right agent, like why is that important to you?
Because as much as I know that, having a relationship with an agent, of course it's going to be a business relationship, but you're always going to have that other side of the relationship too, where it really comes down to a personal relationship as well too. You need to feel like your agent is someone that you feel comfortable with. And this is why this time when I'm going through meetings, I'm really making sure that who I'm going to choose, who I want to work with, is going to be someone that not only do I value what they represent as an agency, but also as a person, as an agent.
Totally.
What they're doing for their clients, how they're going to represent them, and just how they communicate and really interact with their clients. Because I think that says a lot about a person's, what they stand for, who they are as a person, their personality, just morals, everything.
Yeah.
And because this is something like I always say, right? I was saying the other day that when you get an email from your agent, you want to be excited to have an email from your agent.
Right.
You don't want to be nervous. You don't
Afraid.
want to have a heart attack when
Yeah.
the email pops up and you're like, oh, great, I have to answer this email now. And you wait an entire day because you're not sure how to do it.
Right. And I feel like, I'm unrepresented right now. I stopped acting like 3-4 years ago, to focus on my schooling, to, get my whole adult life together. But I always said if I wanted to go back into the industry, I would want to take that interview process. I think this goes out to a lot of people who are looking for an agent. It's like, take the interview process as you're not, yes, you are interviewing for their roster, but you're also interviewing them in a sense, because in my mind, it's got to be a partnership, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It absolutely has to, because you're trying to make them money in the end of the day, and you're also trying to get your career going. You're trying to make money yourself. It has to be a fluid communication. There has to be that relationship there. Because that happens personally, and then happens in business too. If you don't feel like business's partnerships working out because there's a lack of communication or there's not an even share, then what's the point of being a team, right?
Absolutely. I really love that you said that, because it really is a two-way thing. It's
100%.
not just, whether it's not just the client that's putting in their effort. It's not just the agent that's putting in their effort. It has to be where both parties are working together to make this happen.
And
right?
like both parties should be saying, how can I help the other person, right? If you're an actor, how can I help my agent? Oh, I get my headshots done, I get them updated, I go take classes, I inform them of my schedule, I book out time so that we're not conflicting with anything. I show up to my audition, I get everything done on time. from an agent standpoint, how can I help my client? Am I setting them up for the right roles? Am I marketing them correctly, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Obviously, I have not a lot of experience being an agent myself, so I guarantee there's things I don't know. But there's definitely that back and forth communication. Am I communicating properly of what our efforts are here? Like, how am I getting any feedback? If I am booking something, am I sending over the contract? Am I negotiating on your behalf? Like, what's going on, right? So it's a partnership.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is that so many times talent turns over all of their power and they forget the fact that they are interviewing the agent to see if they are the best fit for them.
Yeah.
It's not about just getting an agent. It's about finding the right fit.
100%.
And it's no commentary on any one specific agent or anything like that. It's just simply, sometimes people just aren't the right fit. And you have to find that person that you gel with and you feel confident and comfortable speaking with and being, in alignment with what your goals are 100%. And their goals are. And so I think the takeaway here is that talent needs to always remember that you need to make sure you're putting the effort into knowing as much as you possibly can about that agent, talking to past clients, current clients, talking to casting directors, talking to other people who interact with this agent on a day-to-day basis, and making sure that this is a good fit.
100%. Because there could be some things you're not really sure of. Maybe you don't get everything out of that one, that one interview. And definitely knowing someone who is also represented, getting their take, getting their input is very important. I like that. For all the latest podcast episodes and clips, subscribe to our YouTube channel.